friends, and happy afternoon on Giving Tuesday from the Clinton County History Center. I am Shelby Boatman, and I am coming to you live with update number 2 on Giving Tuesday, which is a global day of giving following the Tuesday following Thanksgiving that can assist and help and aid nonprofits and other organizations in your community on a national scale. So I am coming to you live from our carriage house, which most people don't actually get to see. If you've came to the Clinton County or Wilmington Garden Club plant sale, which we have every spring in partnership with the Garden Club, they utilize this space for their plant sale. But for the last couple of months, the carriage house has been the staging grounds for our unfortunately dilapidated shutters. When we removed our shutters earlier this year, around late spring of 2025, a lot of community members were commenting, posting, sharing, catching me at Kroger and at Walmart and saying, when are the shutters returning? The shutters face our main street, our main drag here in Wilmington. So when we did take them down, people noticed, which was probably inevitable. But we did feel, the Historical Society did feel like it was the best idea to go ahead and take them down and then prepare to replace them with new ones because they were so destroyed and torn up. So I'm going to give you a behind the scenes look. Probably most people have not seen what our shutters look like in their current state, and the reason why we are purchasing and investing in brand new, historically appropriate, well-built cedar shutters in partnership with Ellis Fence Company here in Wilmington. So without further ado, these are our wonderful 24 individual, 12 sets, approximately, of shutters. And if you let me turn this around. So, we had Weederhole Painting remove these for us from the building earlier this year. And as you can see, don't mind the snow in my boots. As you can see, the reason why we are having to replace our shutters, and as I mentioned in our first video this morning, these are not the historic 1850s shutters that were on Ronback Place in like 100 and some years ago. These are probably like the second or maybe the third replacement pair that we've done. But all of the slats fall out, as you can see here. And the shutters at this point, we have repaired them, I believe, twice in the 7 years that I have been here. So they've kind of been limping along for about 7 years. And unfortunately, they are no longer salvageable, as you can see. They do have the original hooks and mounting pieces that were on the house in the 18 to 1900s, and we will be reusing these. Josh is going to clean them up for us. But the shutters have been here for probably well over 15 years, and we tried our very, very best to limp them along. And unfortunately, we've done as much as we can, repair-wise, as you can see here, to try to keep them around for as long as possible. But we have come to the conclusion that it is better to invest in new ones, and they will be around for another 15 years, ideally, or more. And we'll be taking care of them. We'll be painting them every 3 to 5 years, making sure that they're well taken care of. But hopefully this gives you a really good idea why we need new shutters. As I mentioned in my first video this morning, the price tag is really high. We understand that completely. And Ellis Fence Company was actually the cheapest contractor that we put a bid in for, and we had worked with Cincinnati Preservation to acquire 2 other bids from craftsmen in Cincinnati, and Josh was actually the cheapest. So we're excited to keep our money local and have this project staying local for Clinton County. But in needing to purchase 24 shutters of varying sizes, the total for that project is $16,900. And as a nonprofit, that's not something that was necessarily on our bingo card, but we are a National Register of Historic Places site and structure, so ensuring that our house is put back together in a historically appropriate manner is our top priority, and that's our mission every single day. We work with people throughout Clinton County to find grants and to aid them in historic preservation, so we feel like if we're going to put our money where our mouth is, and we should do that too. So for Giving Tuesday, which is today, running through 11:59 p.m. tonight, we will be accepting donations for our Adopt a Shutter program or project that we're embarking on. We will also be transitioning the request for our annual giving of the Clinton County Historical Society. So that will also be coming later this month. But we are really hopeful and really appreciative of our community, those who have stepped up to donate for Giving Tuesday, as well as those that potentially will be stepping up later today. I believe we are just around $3,000 approximately in donations that have came in today, and as well as last week we had some early birds that donated earlier last week. And we are sitting around $3,000 raised right now as of, let's say, 12:30 p.m. on Tuesday, December 2nd. So if this video is reaching you before midnight tonight, we hope that you will consider a donation to the Clinton County History Center for our shutters, our Adopt a Shutter program. And as mentioned in the first video, you can learn more about how to support our shutters and our mission at clintoncountyhistory.org. The homepage, there'll be like a pop-up tab that'll talk all about Giving Tuesday and ways that you can support us. And then if you're following our social media today, we've been sharing numerous links about Rombach Place's restoration, which is what we're embarking on as a result of our historic structures report that was completed in the spring of this year. Basically, it told us everything that was a year-old house. It told us everything that was wrong with our 200-year-old house and what we need to do to fix it. So our HSR, we are operating off of that and doing our very best to make the appropriate repairs and corrections to the house, as you can see with some stucco work that was happening earlier last month. But we have varying levels of support for our shutter program. Okay, I think I'm back. I'm kind of losing cell service. We have varying levels of support. So $235 is a general support that will aid us in a couple of people coming together and helping us to afford a shutter. One single shutter costs $705, and then a pair of shutters, so 2 shutters, cost $1,410. Of course, if that's not something that you're comfortable with, we will accept any amount of donations, but $235, $705, and $1,410. These numbers all live in my head. Those are some suggested levels that would allow us to afford a shutter, a pair of shutters, to complete this project a little bit quicker. So without further ado, me and the shutters are heading to lunch. Thank you so much for tuning in for our second update on Giving Tuesday. And you can learn more at clintoncountyhistory.org. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.